Hello everyone and welcome back to a Better Minecraft. This is the solo world, so this is the fabric edition. And you can see behind me there is a beautiful storage area completely finished with a stable out front. We're gonna get to all of that. I got very bored. I don't want to talk about it. I got very bored in between episodes and just decided to finish off the building. You guys saw me build most of this building already. I just did some of the decor bits and finished off the building. So the entire roof's done all the way through. This building is decorated interiorly. We'll get to that in a second. Also, meet Apple and Cherry. I stole them from one of those Vinery wandering traders, name tagged them, and so they're mine now. I did have an issue where the first two I kind of stole from those traders, despawned after the wandering trader despawned. These guys stuck around after that wandering trader despawned, so I'm hoping they'll stick around for longer because I tamed them and named them. So I named them Apple and Cherry after our trees that are in here, and they have a nice little stall here. I do plan on getting more decor in their area, but I was getting their cover done first. Also did vines. These are the jungle grapes that I have inside of that greenhouse growing. I just kind of use them as a decor thing, kind of climbing up the walls, because they match the color of the leaves of the cypress leaves in the season, which is very nice. They kind of match that whole color scheme. So I'll probably use them to decorate a lot of the buildings. And then inside, everything's basically the same as you saw it, except we do have lanterns up here. That one is a hayloft. And whenever I move out of here, yeah, I said move. I live in here now. We'll get to that in a second. But I have all my stuff up here to where the villagers can't get to it, and they won't try to kind of path over here to get to these. So these are all of my personal items. And then of course we have everything moved into the storage area. I've kind of organized everything between modded and vanilla. So this entire section is going to be woods. Eventually I'll get to a point when I visit all the dimensions where I have way too much stuff, so I do leave a lot of extra space for wood types, which I tend to collect, and stone types, which I also tend to collect. This is stone, dirt, wood, sand, all of that is over here. This is all of our specialty items. So ores, I do have like Cincinnite stuff in here. And then there's another one for some more modded stuff down here. This is more random than anything. And then of course we have diamond, netherite. This one's kind of the big number stuff that I tend to get a lot of, but I don't really use a lot of. They all go in here. I'll eventually start blocking those and stuff like that. Gold, iron, coal, and then I think I actually honestly need to move copper up and then move all of this. But yeah, everything's moved in here. And now I need to show you what happened to my old house. Hello? You can see now, first of all, we have a buttload of iron golems. Yeah, that's a lot of them. I know the two back there in my berry patch. I did free them from that corner that they were in so they could have a chance at getting out. I don't think they can get out anymore, so I think they're just perpetually back there, which is kind of a good thing. I kind of have some iron golems that are just there. But this house is completely gone, which frees up space for me to start working on sort of a town square type of area. And I think eventually I do want to put a house on this corner again to kind of block the square from the rest of the town. Because this is going to end up being a port side. Because this does in fact connect, if I look at it, it does connect here to the ocean. And once I take out this area, it will eventually go to the ocean as well. So this is definitely going to end up being a port of some kind. Also, another thing that I have to bring up, you can kind of see it up here. I have another greenhouse going up. Why? Because afterwards, I know I already had this one kind of plotted out and figured out where I wanted it to go. But after I took out the flax stuff from down there, I still needed to build up these houses. So I decided to go ahead and make a greenhouse for this specifically. And the sheep, I don't think I've really introduced you guys to the sheep, but the main thing is this tree. It's Lammet, I think. I got the saplings from a random wandering trader that I found. And so, yeah, they're big purple trees. My skin actually matches really well. I didn't even notice that. Okay, I guess that's final. The tree's sticking around. It matches. But yeah, in this episode, we're going to be finishing up this greenhouse, as well as figuring out where I want to put another one and finishing up this house. So there's going to be a whole lot of building in this episode. Also, another thing I've done off camera is set this guy up. For people who don't know, this is an auto cactus farm. It's actually been going for a hot minute now. A lot of the windows that I need, especially the ones from, I think it's not Vinery. Yeah, the ones from Meadow. This one's very... This one's very basic, but it requires pine, specifically from the Meadow mod, and I haven't found that tree yet. But I have the ability to make these guys. These guys are actually the ones that are on this building, and these are the other set. But this one, the one I'm wanting to use, requires green. So I need to actually get a whole lot of green dye because I actually really want to do that. Okay, with this one being smaller, I think I want to go for a slightly different design on this roofing. Now, there is still going to be glass pieces. That I am not changing. There is still going to be plenty of glass on this roof. But I am going to have to change up the design slightly so that I use a lot less of it. So there's going to be a lot more slabs in here than there are in the other greenhouse. this design is slightly different, but it uses a lot less of the greenhouse glass. I only had a very little amount. If I had went with the design that I have on the base greenhouse, I would not have had enough greenhouse glass to actually finish this. And that means this build is done. My flax greenhouse is now done. Well, actually, no, it's not done. There's still some stuff I need to do because there's still some exterior stuff that needs to be done. And there we go. It is fully decorated on the outside. There is still some stuff I want to do to it, of course, because there's still stuff I want to do to this one. And I'm debating whether or not to change this one's entire roof design to actually match this one. Because this one's roof design was much more simplistic and a lot easier to do. Granted, the crop yield out of this one is a lot greater because of the greenhouse glass and how it's positioned. So this one I may not mess with because this is my major crop one. But for these smaller ones with crops that I'm not really going to use a whole lot besides trading, I may end up keeping them on the smaller side with less of the glass. Okay, now I've made up a bit of this stuff. I won't say it's a whole lot and I won't say that it's enough. But I really desperately want to try and finish off that house that I have started over there. This one. I started it a while back, but I never finished it. And I want to see if I can get a good bit of it done. Because I actually do have villagers living in here. And we have a huge number of iron golems spawning because mobs can just jump in like this. They don't feel safe down here. So, I'm going to see about how much out of this I can actually get done. Hold on, did we just enter winter? We did. Oh no. I wanted to have this all done before winter. Well, at least I got the greenhouse done. Holy, that almost killed me. Okay, and there we go. One full building down. Now, I do want to come back in with some more of the mossy cobblestone bricks eventually, but my main goal today was to get that greenhouse done and this done before this winter rolled around. because the winters are kind of annoying. Snow gets on everything. Crops can't grow, that sort of thing. Those things are already out of wood. That's fun. Give me just a quick second to reorganize all of this, and then I will be right back with you for what else we're going to be doing today. Alrighty. Currently, this bed, or this place, has 4 beds in it. 2 of these beds were snatched from another building, because I'm kind of wanting villagers to move in here. And eventually, as you can see here, I've kind of started it. But I do want to decorate these to be actual houses. So there's going to be kitchens inside and stuff like that. But the beds I snatched were actually inside this building here, which I plan on taking down to give me more space for the barn and stuff, and the things that are going to end up being up here. Alrighty, and there we go. Another one of these buildings down. Now this is probably going to actually turn into like a decorative wheat field. I'm probably going to continue these leaves over this way. And I'm probably going to fill this area with like wheat and stuff like that, just because it's a kind of a back alley area. And then I'm going to turn this area, flatten a little bit of it off, and turn it into an actual workstation. Because we have all of this stuff over here, the vinery stuff, the aging barrels, the apple press, all of these bottle storage areas, the grapevine pot, all of that, it all needs a place to go, and I'm planning on turning this to a covered like storage slash working area. Okay, done a bit of terraforming. There's just a tiny bit done over here because I'm wanting to keep this as natural as possible for the leaves. But this area, I kind of squared it off just a little bit. It is going to turn into a bit of a work area, so this area kind of got squared off a little bit, and I also took down this entire path area. This is going to turn into a retaining wall. So this is going to be a mainly stone wall. I'm actually planning on doing maybe cobblestone to make it slightly different from the rest of the buildings where we have cobblestone brick. Instead, turning this into just regular cobblestone to kind of build up this back area so we can have an entrance from this side, and then this area is going to be mainly the yard for the animals, which is going to have an entrance right where this is. So this is going to keep being the entrance area. But with all of that said and done, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!